So hi everyone, today we are diving into Safari web developer tools. I have noticed that there aren't many videos on this topic, so I thought why not cover it myself. I will do my best to explain everything clearly and make this topic easier for beginners and web developers alike. This is the first part of multi-part series, like I plan to turn it into a playlist. So if you are interested in Safari development tools, make sure to stick around for the next video. I hope you find this video helpful. So let's get started. So let's start with the basics. Safari is built on something called WebKit. So what is WebKit now? WebKit is a browser engine. It's responsible for how browser looks and behave, and it handles things like CSS, JavaScript, layouts and rendering. And other browser use different engines, like Chrome is based on Blink and Firefox is based on Gecko. So, if you are curious about how Safari renders or want to dive deeper into its engine, understanding WebKit can be really helpful. Everything I am explaining here is also available on the official WebKit blog and documentation. So, if you are curious to go deeper, you can check that out too. But if you are someone who prefer beginner friendly explanation, this video is a great place to start. Now let's talk about how to open the web inspector in Safari. You can use the shortcut like option plus command plus C or option plus command plus I, or you can go to the top menu bar and go from developer to show web inspector. Also, don't worry about the menu bar. I'm going to explain it too. I will cover all the useful stuff in it, like the developer section, bookmarks, and other simple but important features. Once the web inspector is open, you will see three small icons in the top left corner of the panel. These lets you change where the inspector appears, like dock to left or dock to bottom, dock to right, or you can completely detach it into a separate window, element section tool. On the top right toolbar area, you will see two more important options. First is select element tools. It's a small arrow icon, and another is device settings icon. You are going to see something like tablet or phone. So let's start with the select element tool. Click on it, and now when you are going to hover over any element on the page, it will highlight that element. You can click it to inspect it and see all its CSS styles, box model, layouts, and other details. This is especially useful if you are trying to understand how a website's UI is built, or reverse engineering a design, or debug specific elements. Another thing is device settings, or we call it preview modes. Now let's look at the second option, which is device settings, also called overrides. In simple words, this pop-up is super useful when testing how your sites behave in tricky situations like JavaScript is turned off, or CSS is broken, or images don't load. You can also test camera and mic features without needing real hardware, or simulate how Safari behaves in special condition like with no HTTPS. So now let's go through each option step by step. First one is disable image. This hides or block all the images from loading on the page. It's really useful for testing how your sites looks without images, like on the slow internet or data saving mode. Also, it helps you to check whether your layout is properly working or not. Now the second option is disable CSS. It's simple. This is going to turn all your CSS styling on the page to turn off. The page will look plain, no colors, no layout, just raw HTML. It's great for testing your content structure and accessibility. Now the third option is disable JavaScript. This completely stops JavaScript from running on the page. Interactive things like button, animation, and drop downs might stop working. It's perfect for testing, like does my site still work without JavaScript or not. Now let's look at media related option. I will explain each of them, but just to hands up, I couldn't get any of these to work on my own setup. Still, I will explain what they should do. First is allow media capture on the insecure sites. This lets you start camera and mic access on non-HTTPS insecure websites. Normally, Safari blocks media capture unless the site uses HTTPS. Use this if you are working on a local site or testing without SSL. Second option is disable ICE candidate restrictions. This one is for WebRTC developer. ICE represent interactive connectivity establishment. It helps you to set up peer-to-peer connection like video or audio charts. Disabling restriction lets you test and debug WebRTC more freely. If you are not building video call apps, you can ignore this. And the third one is use mock capture device. This simulates fake camera and microphone inputs. It's useful if you don't have a real webcam or mic. If you want to test how your website behaves when media input is unavailable or simulated. I tried all of these options, but none of them seems to work. If you know how to test these properly, feel free to drop a comment and help me out. Okay, so before jumping into the tabs like element or layout, let me give you a quick overview of some useful options like Safari menu bars and highlight icons and render mode. So let's start with this small highlight icon in the top left. It gives you options like searching for a text and increasing screen size, and it has something called reader mode to remove ads and clutter so you can read the page distraction free. There is also an option to hide distracting elements. If you can't use reader mode, this is great way to block ads or other annoying elements. If you want more control, click on website settings. Here you will see things you can customize for the current website. I recommend leaving everything as it is because Safari's defaults are usually great. Just next to it, you will find the reading list button. You can save any site to read later. Now let's go to the Safari logo menu. You are going to see some of the like about Safari. You can use this to see your Safari version. Safari extension. You can use this to like browse and install extension for your Safari. Settings. I will explain this in detail later. Lots of useful stuff is here. Privacy reports. It's going to show you trackers Safari blocked and how it protected you. Connection security. This one is going to tell you if the current site is secure and lets you view the SSL certificate. I won't go into every certificate details now. I will cover it in a future video. Another thing you are going to see is clear history. It's simple, it's going to delete your browser history. Now create profile. It's going to let you create separate profile useful for organizing bookmark, history, etc. There are a couple of options like service and hide others, but those are system level features not specific to Safari, so I will skip them for now. Now let's look at the file tab. This menu has several tab and file related options like new window. It's going to simply open a new Safari window, and same for the new private tab and a new tab and a new empty tab group. Okay, but this new empty tab group, it is going to let you group multiple tabs together. Open file is going to let you open local file or other files. Open location is going to allow you to enter a URL. Now close window or close tab or close all tab, they are straightforward. They are simply going to close all the window or tabs open. Now save as is going to save the current page in a different format like page sources, web, archive or PNG. Another option is share. You can use this to send your site link via email, message, or other options. Export as PDF. It's simple. It's going to save the website as PDF. Import or export browsing data. It's going to save your browsing data, bookmarks or password, etc. for backup or transfer. Print is going to simply print your current website. Now let's look at edit tab. The edit tab is mostly for text input like filling out forms or editing text or websites. You can explore it easily. It's pretty straightforward. I don't think I have to go through every single option here.